Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to your mathematics class. Yesterday we were revising the chapter various types of quadrilateral. In that we have learned the angle sum property. We have solved one question also. I hope that topic is clear to everyone. Now moving further, today we will learn the types of quadrilateral and properties. The first quadrilateral that we are going to learn is trapezium. You all might have come across this figure, trapezium. Trapezium means there is one set of parallel lines. AB is parallel to BC. And AD and BC, they are non-parallel sides. AD and BC, they are non-parallel sides. Now, there is, if AD and CB, they are equal, then this is known as isosceles trapezium. If the pair of non-parallel sides is equal in a trapezium, then it is known as isosceles trapezium. I hope this much is clear. Now next parallelogram, next quadrilateral is parallelogram. Now parallelogram is in which two pairs are parallel sides. That is AB is parallel to DC and AD is again parallel to CB. There are two pairs of parallel sides. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. In parallelogram, very important property is opposite sides are parallel and equal. Similarly, opposite angles are also equal. Opposite angles are also equal. So here if I talk, so angle A is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to angle B. One more important property of a parallelogram is adjacent angles are supplementary angles. Adjacent angles are supplementary. That is angle D and angle C. The sum of these two angles would come out to be 180 degree. Why it is so? Because they are forming linear pair of angles. These two angles, they both lie on the same straight line. Therefore, angle D and angle C, they are supplementary angle. This is very important property which we are going to use in our problems in the exercise. So you have to remember this one. Secondly, diagonals. Yesterday we have learned what are diagonals. So the diagonals of the parallelogram, they bisect each other. Diagonal of the parallelogram, they bisect each other. What does it mean? When they will cross each other at the point O, then this much DO is equal to OB. DO is equal to OB and AO is equals to OC. And AO is equal to OC. This much is clear. DO and OB, it is equal. But AO, that is AC and DB, they are equal or not, it depends on the type of parallelogram. Whether the diagonals are equal or not, it depends on the type of the parallelogram that we are going to learn. But diagonals of the parallelogram, they bisect each other. When they intersect, then they bisect each other. So under parallelogram only we know rhombus is a parallelogram, square is a parallelogram, rectangle again it is a parallelogram. Why they are parallelogram? Because they satisfy the property that opposite sides, they are equal and they are parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. So first if we learn about the rhombus, we know in a rhombus all four sides are equal. We know that all four sides are equal. Here you can see the diagram. But it is not a square. Rhombus cannot be a square because its angles are not 90 degree. Its angles are not 90 degree. So you need to remember this point also. And then diagonals of the rhombus, they bisect each other. Again it is a parallelogram. We have already learned that diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. But what is the difference in rhombus? Diagonals will bisect each other at 90 degree. Diagonals will bisect each other at 90 degree. Secondly, diagonals of the rhombus, they are not equal. One diagonal is shorter and another diagonal is longer than the previous one. So diagonals, they bisect each other at 90. What does it mean? If this is the point O, so DO is equals to OB and AO is equals to OC. And this angle AOB, DOC, AOD, BOC, they all are 90 degree angles. This property, the proof of this property, you can go through your book. It is, you'll find it on the page number 52. So previously we have already done it. Once again you can go and just revise it. Then square. Coming to the square. Square is again a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, then what are the properties of parallelogram? Opposite sides are parallel and equal. In square, all four sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel to each other. And opposite sides are parallel to each other. We know in square all angles are 90 degree. All angles are 90 degree. Now its diagonals are equal. The one important property is AC is equals to DB. So diagonals of the square, they are equal and they bisect each other at 90 degrees. So you can remember in rhombus also and in square also, diagonal bisect each other at 90 degrees. Students, this property is going to help you a lot in your further questions. So kindly just go through it and remember it, that the diagonals of the square and rhombus, they bisect each other at 90 degrees. Now, next parallelogram is rectangle. It is obviously it is a quadrilateral, but in the quadrilateral we found one category parallelogram and rectangle is a kind of a parallelogram. So another parallelogram is rectangle. If it's a parallelogram, that means opposite sides are parallel to each other and they are equal to each other. And yes, as we have learned previously also, in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Now they are, you can remember, they are parallel also. Next property, that all the angles are 90 degree. In a rectangle, all angles are 90 degree. But here again, diagonals are equal. AC is equals to BD. Diagonals are equal in rectangle also. But they do not intersect at 90. They bisect each other, but this angle is not 90 degree. This angle is not 90 degree. So I hope this much is clear to you. Diagonals bisect each other. You can find the proof of this property on your page number 51. In your new book, you can find it on the page number 51. Students, the next quadrilateral is kite. Kite is the diagram very similar to our physical kite that we used to fly with the thread. So you all have might seen that kite. In that kite, if we observe, then adjacent sides are equal. And that is, there are two pairs of adjacent sides which are equal. Here AB is equal to AD and CD is equals to CD. You can see. So you need to remember the figure if it is given that there is a kite. So you need to understand if one side is given to you. Suppose AB is given to you to 2 centimeter, and then we can find out that AD is also 2 centimeters. So it is helpful in this way. Now the next quadrilateral is cyclic quadrilateral. You all got confused in this cyclic quadrilateral previously when we had this topic. So cyclic means, you can remember from the word itself, that circle, the quadrilateral which is lying on the circle. That means a quadrilateral is having 4 vertices. We all know 4 vertices and 4 edges. So cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral whose all 4 vertices are lying on the circle. And what is one important property is there? Opposite angles are supplementary. In a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. That means angle A plus angle C is equals to 180. Angle A plus angle C is equals to 180. So this was all about cyclic quadrilateral. Now let's do one question. The question says ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given to us ABCD is a parallelogram. Sides are in the ratio 3:2. I am writing it in short. You can just see in your book the question is given. It is question number 7 of your exercise. So you can just go through it. Side are in the ratio 3:2. Perimeter is 120 centimeter. The perimeter is 120 centimeter. We have to find the sides of the parallelogram. We have to find the sides. So we know one property that opposite sides are equal and parallel of a parallelogram. तो अगर हमें दो साइड्स का रेशियो गिवन है, इसका मतलब ये है जो 3 के ऑपोजिट साइड होगी उसका भी यही लेंथ आएगी और जो 2 के ऑपोजिट साइड होगी उसकी भी सेम लेंथ होगी. So whenever the ratio is given, yesterday also I have told you we have to assume let the one side be 3x and the another side be 2x. Then opposite sides would also be 3x and 2x. You can see here the diagram. I have drawn one parallelogram ABCD and 3x. So what is the perimeter? It is the sum of all the sides. So we will add all the sides. The perimeter is 120. So 3, 6, 4, 10x. 10x is 120. X will come out to be 12. So length of sides is, first side is 3x. So 3 into 12. It will come out to be 36 centimeter. And then next is 2x. So it is 2 into 12. This will come out to be 24 centimeter. One opposite side is also 36 centimeter and here it is also 24 centimeter. So there are 4 sides among which 2 are of 36 centimeter and 2 are of 24 centimeter. I hope this much is clear and we have done with the revision of the chapter quadrilateral. I have tried to explain you all the properties. Please go through the exercise. If you go through the examples, if you have any doubt, you can ask me there.